I don't know how I feel about that.
Rub his nipples.
I wish somebody Snapchatted that.
Rub Josh's tiny nipples.
I have very tiny
If you can
nipples.
find them.
Hey, look at him. Guys, when are we going to start our Reddit thread of me and my tiny nipples?
What a little nipple!
I found his female nipple cousin, too.
Yeah.
Found her on Reddit.
Oh, love is love at first nipple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She stole my heart
Actually,
as well
I
as my
went to
nipples.
high
Do you,
school with,
do you want to join the Itty Bitty Titty Committee? Oh,
Yes.
I see you're the president.
Right. Correct. Absolutely. I'd rather be the president of something like the Itty Bitty Titty Committee than, be a podcast god of this shit show.
You're jealous. It's okay.
How dare he?
Guys, it is the Friendly Fire Podcast.
Hi.
Number 42.
It's a podcast.
It's long.
Did you like the
Hashtag 42.
It's a podcast I did for you last week?
I was proud.
You were proud. It was pretty accurate
Somebody
too.
had to be the idiot of the group.
Right. It wasn't that hard.
That says
Yeah.
30 words and then doesn't talk the rest of the time.
Right. So we're all here again, though. I'm nodding my head.
About time.
Yeah. Sean disagrees.
We
silently.
are all back.
Yeah.
So for new listeners, I'm Logan.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Sean.
Jersh.
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 Jesus,
God
Sean.
damn it, Sean.
First fuck up of the day.
I broke the podcast already. We're not even literally
All right,
20
let's
seconds
start over
into
again.
it.
Just leave.
Hi, guys. Welcome to
Get
Friendly
out.
Fire Pod. No, I'm
God
kidding.
damn it, Worth.
What?
Blame Douglas and his need for audiobooks.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm Nate.
Drew.
Disco.
Drew's tired.
I am tired.
I'm tired.
I am tired.
What do you have, kids?
Well, have a nap. Zen fires me
Yeah.
sense.
Too soon.
Alright, so
They're in my trash
Worth
can.
can start today.
Oh, I actually get to
What have
start?
you been playing?
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't think I've ever started first ever.
How could you?
Yeah.
I felt bad for him. It's been 42
It's been 42 podcasts, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm always picked last. It's like dodgeball.
Pick me.
And then I finally do get picked first, and I like fuck up the first time. It's like, oh, okay,
And
there's the
break
reason
your
I was
arm.
picked last.
What did I do wrong?
You pick him and he doesn't play any games for the week.
That's
Yeah.
almost true, but no. Once I found out that Far Cry Blood Dragon was backwards compatible, oh god, shit went down.
Nice.
I played a lot of Far Cry Blood Dragon, and holy shit, the nostalgia was real.
That was a fun game.
If you want to call that nostalgia, which is, I mean, 2013 is really nostalgia, but whatever. And then I played a lot of Siege, of course, Rocket League, and I played like 10 minutes of The Witcher. Like,
You're progressing.
Well, yeah.
Would you watch
slowly but
two
surely.
pretty much, yeah. It's
fight
like,
one monster and then
I think I talked to like 2 people and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Good job.
But
Classic Mass Effect. I have to go.
I should go.
I should-
I should go. I should go. I should go. I should go.
Anything else?
No. Drew, what you been playing?
I've been playing Limbo.
Really?
I went back to
Nice.
that. Started playing that again.
Were you missing achievements or something? Or?
No, I just wanted to
Just
go back
for
and
fun.
play it.
No, it's fine.
I played
I just
on
wanted-
360 and beat it, and
There's a new game. I think it's just called Inside. By
Yeah.
By the same
creators of Limbo.
studio, yeah.
So if you like Limbo, maybe check that out.
A lot of
I've
people
heard of
in
that.
Game Grumps just actually finished that.
Oh,
I haven't
nice.
watched any of it yet, but they did their finale episode
Nice.
the other day. So
other than that, Rocket League and Plants, and Home Remodel Simulator 2016.
IRL.
Yeah,
RRL. Is there a DLC for that?
yeah, it's like Train Simulator. It costs like thousands and thousands of dollars.
right. But you can help
It's Home
Drew
Renovator.
complete his game
Yeah.
by sending him $20.
Donate to Drew's Kickstarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Home Remodel 2016.
Yeah.
If you do the $20 option, he'll send you a piece of the old tile in his house. Absolutely.
I have a
free.
problem. I can't stop playing and spending on this.
It's worse than your Steam
It should be free to play, but it's not.
So basically, what you're saying is that you're playing the beta version, and the full version should be available. When should we expect that?
It keeps getting delayed.
This beta version is so fucking broken.
Drew, you pre-ordered a house. You should not have pre-ordered your house.
No, shame.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
You got half of a house.
Yeah.
It's fucking PS2 graphics. What garbage is this?
It's not any better than any other games we're seeing come out.
It's your house is the equivalent of Homefront: The Revolution.
Oh!
Hey, my house has way better graphics than that. I'm offended.
I take that offensively.
Triggered.
That's funny.
Triggered.
And Desco, what about you?
I didn't play a lot this week. I didn't get a lot of time, but I played obviously Dokkan Battle and Pokemon
Yes.
Go as always.
Is it Dokkan or Doken?
Either or.
I call
Either
it Dokkan
or.
because that would be the way the
It's
Japanese pronounce it.
it's Deku.
When you go in the title screen, it says Dokkan Battle. But I call it
Deku Battle.
Deku Battle?
Dicking battle.
He's also been playing Overtime Simulator. Yes.
Yeah.
That is the main
Overtime
game I've
Simulator.
played. I think at the end of this week I'll end up working like 74 hours. or
Jesus
something.
Christ!
Wow, dude.
Is that the game where at the end of it you kill yourself?
It is almost guaranteed that you kill yourself.
It's called Disco Dies at the end.
Oh god.
But
I'd play that game.
Yeah, I
I did
would too.
play some Rocket League. Not a lot. Shawn pissed me off because he rage quit out of a game and then I got raped.
Oh, boo.
I did score 2 more goals 1-on-2 though.
There you go. That's something.
But I played a lot of Binding of Isaac this week.
Nice.
Yeah, beat.
God, I missed that game.
I've
got to say,
finally beat Isaac.
You finally
Like,
beat Isaac?
actually, Isaac?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was good.
Is that the cathedral that
Yeah.
you go
Yeah.
to? Yeah, take on Isaac. Yeah.
And I made a couple other runs that were successful. I beat Isaac twice actually. And one run I got Ipecac. I had never gotten Ipecac before.
Really?
It's a
Nice.
freaking sweet upgrade. Just explosive tear shots. That's amazing.
Shouldn't that
Does
be
it
explosive
burst
vomit?
into multiple tears after
should
it
be.
hits or something?
No, what it is it's like it's like a toxic shot that just explodes.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the green ones that lob explosive shots.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Nice.
And so you can find like every hidden room with no problem. And you can like destroy all rocks and everything. You can, if there's a bomb behind
That
spikes
game.
and you don't want to walk over the
I love
spikes,
that game.
you just blow the bomb towards you and pick it up. Like that upgrade was awesome. But unfortunately, it damages yourself a lot. So
When you use it, or if you're
yeah,
near the
if you're
explosion?
near the explosion,
Oh, well, whatever.
yeah, but it's tough when something jumps into your way
Yeah.
and then you hit it.
Those goddamn headless motherfuckers that...
I got screwed a lot on that, and when I finally did beat It Lives, I decided to go down into hell, or whatever they call it in that game. But yeah, I died.
What's hell?
Sheol.
Yeah,
Shield.
died in the first room down there
Oh, really?
because it was like there was like 6 of those ghosts that disappear and then shoot out like the whole spray
those
of
motherfuckers.
Oh.
6 of them in that room.
Wow.
So I didn't even make it out of that room.
Leaving.
Worst enemy in that game is goddamn the ones that teleport. Well, I shouldn't say they jump up and then land right next to you and do a 4 quad shot. Because you're trying to hit them. You're like, oh, die.
I hate
Then you go,
spiders.
run away.
Every single spider in that game
Yeah.
I hate. All of them.
What are we looking at?
Sean threw up a Pokemon card.
Binding of Isaac.
hashtag just
I didn't say
Pokemon
it.
trading card game.
Oh
know,
yeah,
it
you guys
would
all started playing
That would
Pokemon.
work on my tablet
What?
if I installed Steam.
On your tablet?
Binding of Isaac? I don't know.
No.
I kind of
No.
doubt it.
I don't
So
think
it's
so.
only
I don't know how you
16 graphics.
control it.
Is it it's a PC?
Well, it's a tablet / PC. I mean, I have.
It's not Android?
No, it's not Android. It's like Windows 10 it can run. But
Maybe.
It's
Yeah.
pretty low powered. You can try it.
I mean, it's not. It's like an $80 tablet. Like I
Can you-
use it to play Hearthstone.
Can the PC version use a controller?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then you could probably do it. You'd have to plug a controller in because I don't know how you control it with a tablet.
He's got a keyboard.
No, I have a
like,
keyboard
mounted
that
Oh,
plugs into
okay.
it too.
on a
Yeah.
USB.
I can do it on that.
Yeah, you could do it on that.
Yeah, you should.
In this way, if I can play Hearthstone, do you think I can play Binding of Isaac?
Probably.
If it runs on a regular PC operating system, then yeah, I don't see why not.
I might do that tonight.
Just
Do
depends
it.
on how
After we watch Killing Joke.
how good your video card
We
is.
need to watch Killing Joke.
In the words of Palpatine.
You listen to me,
Do
Joe.
it.
What?
Killing Joke. We need to watch Killing Joke tonight.
We are watching Killing Joke tonight.
Killing Joke is good for those of you who haven't seen it.
But
Well, which
So
would
that's
which
all
would
I
be you
played.
guys?
That's it? Okay. I played mostly Siege. Played a lot of
Broken
Siege.
record.
God,
Saw Far Cry.
Surprising
So-
nobody ever.
I played Siege too, except I didn't get to play with
Oh
you.
yeah, you did play
The day
Siege.
you told me to, I got home like 5 hours later. I was like, I'll be home soon, and then I was not. So,
You're a liar.
yeah, I know.
Not only a
I
broken
did-
record, but a broken arm from jerking himself off.
I did so fucking good. I have so many clips of me just ramming people. So I'm getting better as it goes on. I don't know.
He also punched the table too for not doing so
Well, of
well.
course. I mean, if you know me by now, that happens.
It does.
So,
Every time
it-
we play.
It
I
frightened
got
me.
way better. How many times since you've been hanging out here have I punched something? That one time.
Not often, but the last time you did it, it scared me to death. Like,
Good.
because I just wasn't expecting
Good.
it, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Logan has
what's
doing the right
wrong?
thing.
Logan's hitting things."
Put the fear in you.
Yeah.
Logan's gamer rage, and whenever he sneezes, terrified the shit
I was
Yeah, his-
in the shower today, and I just hear Logan screaming, "God damn it!" Like, it's just like screaming, and I was, oh my god, it
Or
was,
when
it
you hear him
was
sneeze,
funny.
and he's like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh god.
None of this is new though. So
Yeah, no,
we've-
it
that's the way
isn't.
it is. But
Yeah.
I've been destroying people in Siege. It's amazing.
If you guys want a little history on Logan, he was originally going to start a channel called Slice of Rage
Yeah,
because
we're gonna do some
his obviously his gamer tag was starting eating pizza and he rages all the time, so Slice of Rage.
pretty much.
But it
I
never
thought
happened.
you said he rapes all the time.
Whoa, hey, no.
No,
Hey.
I
well
was like,
that too,
what?
but
Cut it, no.
Nobody
Gosh.
at Friendly Fire Gaming endorses
Hey,
Logan's
everything's
lifestyle.
consensual that I do.
He's not Darren Sharper.
No.
oh god,
Oh,
too soon.
Oh, jeez.
But I played some Rocket League, not really much anymore. I'm getting kind of bored and tired of Rocket League, so not really much of that.
Boo.
Sorry.
Scarab's coming up.
Oh, God, yes, I'm so excited.
That shit.
I played some Far Cry Primal too, actually.
Yep, you played a lot of that.
You can apparently ride the different animals you tame. So I'm just booking it on a saber-toothed tiger, tearing up villages. It's amazing. It is fucking fun. That game is really cool. Did I play anything else this week? What else did I play?
Deus Ex.
No, no Deus Ex.
Game's coming out too.
Did I talk about Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game? Did I talk about that last week?
You might have talked about it briefly.
Well, yeah, I remember you said something. Maybe I don't know if it was last week, but
think
you
you
mentioned
did
something
mention
about it once.
So yeah, no, I played some of that. I tried playing other people online, and the decks I had were way better than mine. Because I went from like the tutorial just jumping into multiplayer,
Yeah.
and they destroyed me.
So you can like build your own deck as you
Oh
go.
yeah. You
okay.
want to play through and get more cards because the stuff, the cards they
It's a
had
beta version.
were nothing like I had ever seen before.
Gotcha.
It blew my mind. So I was like, I'm gonna go back and play some more single player stuff. So.
Same thing as Hearthstone, though, too. It's when they did their beta originally, there's OP cards.
Yeah.
Like, they just, they throw all the shit in, they see what works best, etc.
What's that one like bullshit card you always used to talk about? This
Reno
game?
Jackson.
Reno Jackson. Yeah.
Oh god.
What? No, what's the other card? The one that...
Reno Jackson
Reno
was
Jackson
one
is
of the main reasons I stopped playing.
God.
What about the one that steals your card and puts it in your deck?
Oh god, Banish or Entomb.
Entomb, yeah.
Entomb.
Yeah.
That card's bullshit.
No, Reno Jackson's more annoying because it's like, hey, look, he's down to 4
Oh,
health.
he
I'm
has-
about to win.
He has
Guess
one
what?
health left.
Fucking Reno Jackson.
And Reno Jackson, then the game starts over.
Oh, God.
Oh, but
That's
you
such
don't get full
bullshit.
health. Just they do.
Yeah.
So I'd like anybody here that we all play different kinds of card games. So you guys should try that to tell me what you think of it in terms of other card games.
Do we have access to it?
I don't know if it's open beta yet or
'Cause
not.
if I have access to it. I will
might be.
download it
You
right
should-
now.
We'll look it up because I want another like a second opinion on what this game is like because it's really fun to me. I think it's cool.
I'm always down for a good card game.
Also been playing. I still play Pokemon Go pretty regularly.
It costs
I
a
log
lot.
in
I-
almost every day.
I haven't played in a couple
So-
weeks. Just
I mean,
phone
I-
data.
It's pretty easy. It's not. Pokemon's not too bad, but it does add up over time.
Yeah.
But I'll just if I know there's a Pokestop, I just go real quick. I had a gym for like 3 days, so I still get on pretty regularly. So,
Do you still have the manly gym?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got a 1766 Snorlax today.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I caught one in the same exact area you did, and mine was 230.
Yeah, no,
Asshole.
It's the highest CP Pokemon I found in the wild and in general that I have.
Snorlax is good.
Wow.
It was
It's a lot
I
of
was
HP.
very happy.
I am
Why
incredibly
is it-
unhappy that I didn't go to the bar.
You should have. Everybody was like,
Yeah.
"What?" Some dude came in from outside. Was like, "There's a Snorlax out there." So everybody threw their phone up. So, yeah.
Davey.
But I think that's it.
Patrick.
I have been playing No Man's Sky.
Of course, right?
Is this gonna be part? Is this gonna be part 2?
The surprise is no one.
No Man's Sky. No, it's not gonna be part 2. Don't worry, I won't go on a rant.
Well, Shawn didn't get a chance to rant about it yet.
I've been learning a lot of stuff about that game though that I didn't realize, like the whole inventory system, kind of the galactic trade system. what
Minecraft in
elements go up.
space.
It's false.
Partly true.
Very partly though.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh God.
But I was actually curious, Pat. What did you learn playing this game? Like from when you started to now, what makes you go back to it? And like what's fun about it? Honestly, like, what do you do that is fun?
Well, mainly it's just heading towards the galactic universe or galactic center in general. My main thing right now is
I'm still trying to get to the center of Uranus.
We already made that joke.
Sorry.
Really, Commander?
So there's like 8 of Sean's words for the day.
Yeah.
So he's
I
referring to his quotes.
happen to get lucky, and again, it's lucky because every planet's random. I landed on a planet that had emerald, which is pretty much one of the rarest elements, at least from what I've seen. Rarer elements in the game. Dude, I'm up to 2 million credits now.
Jesus.
I'm ready to get a new ship. I want a new ship so bad. I want a new ship. But my multi-tool is all good. I've done a bunch of the Exo Scoot upgrades.
Exo Scoot?
Scoot, yes. The suit.
Oh, Exo Suit.
Exo Suit.
I think it said Scoot. I'm like, what?
Exo Suit, like, you get a drop box and it increases by 10,000 every single time you want to add a new inventory slot to your main thing.
Yeah.
I'm up to like 150,000 now.
Oh my God.
Like per one. I have
It's
a bunch of
kinda
inventory
painful.
slots.
It's a problem.
And I discovered a black hole, which was pretty sweet while I was playing, and it jumped me over 800,000
In real life or in
light
No Man's Sky?
years. In No Man's Sky.
Okay, well, I was like, where are you going with that word?
800,000
What are you going with
freaking
that?
light years that I traveled. Besides that, Dokkan Battle, per usual. And also, I picked up Borderlands 2.
Yeah, he was playing that today. The Handsome Jack collection.
Handsome Jack Collection, yeah, I started playing that again because I've beaten the original game, but I never played any of the expanded DLC. The 2 DLCs I bought was the Necromancer and the Psycho, just because I wanted to play new characters.
For 2 or 1?
For 2.
For 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never played any of the actual straight up like the Torg or the Tiny Tina's like D&D stuff and all that. Yeah, I've never played any of those DLCs. So I'm really excited to get back into it.
And now I really want to play Borderlands again.
And yeah, he watched me for like 45 minutes.
I'm just like,
playing.
I want to play.
Besides those, some Street Fighter 5 when I was bored.
Do they have arcade mode yet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have an arcade mode.
I heard that.
Yep, and it was free.
Well, at least
It should be
it
free.
should be
No
free.
shit.
I'm just saying.
There shouldn't even be a question
Fucking
there.
Capcom.
And because I do it on a yearly basis, I'm still working my way bit by bit. I'm playing Xenogears
Yeah.
because I beat it once a year, all the way through, best I can.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all I got.
Shawn?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
What have you been playing?
Playing.
How many words do I have left? Fuck, I just used some. Damn it, I keep using all of them.
Just shut up.
And you're done. So,
I'm done. I've been playing No Man's Sky.
Giggity.
so what do you think about it then?
I'm getting kind of bored.
That didn't take very long.
Really?
Remember how
Yeah.
hyped you were for this game?
One whole week. You got it.
I'm still loving it.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks. That's not-
I'm
Still,
loving it.
Yeah, but,
there's
well,
just not
we can
enough
have.
to do.
I feel like I said this.
But
long
Sean,
time ago.
you can farm minerals.
but there's 18 quintillion planets to explore.
Yeah, and they're all different shades of
and they're
green.
all filled with
That's not
retarded
true.
dinosaurs.
That's not true.
I
I bumped into multiple different types of planets.
Have any of the enemies you fought been any difficult to fight at all?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What,
So
you
the
mean like
combat
space
system-
pirates coming in?
The combat system is.
I'm
With
com-
Sentinels? That's not the point of the game. It's an exploration game.
I'm just saying.
I'm
if you're going to
confident-
put a combat system into the game, don't make it just literally worthless.
I'm confident with all the stuff that they're going to add. They're going to support it,
For you to
and
pay
it'll
for
be
it?
better. The fucking paid DLC shit is dumb. Have they even announced like what it is?
Well, who's the development lead? Shawn Murray, isn't that his name? Said specifically before that there was going to be online play. Is not. They said there wasn't going to be any DLC. Now there's paid DLC. So you tell me.
You gotta. Okay, who made this?
They
Who made
have
this?
announced paid DLC?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Who made this? This was Hello Games. Is that? What
They're
else?
Famous for making Joe Danger.
What the fuck is that?
John's played it.
Does anybody know what Joe Danger?
I don't know what
is?
Joe. What?
It's
I know it is. It's actually a pretty good game.
It's a cartoony. What was that game? Trials. It's similar to Trials, but more cartoony and slightly different.
Okay. Do they have anything else that's notable or?
There's one other game, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But
So we have like an amateur studio in charge of a major AAA release that overpromised and underdelivered.
Wasn't this game originally marketed as an indie game though?
yeah.
Yeah, and then Sony like gave it a budget of $8 bajillion and
Right.
shot it out.
They're just like, oh, let's just copy and paste the algorithm, and then here you gotta.
The stolen algorithm?
Sure. Yeah. Well,
Was that ever proven?
No,
Yes.
No.
It's
different.
it's debatable.
They came out and proved it. It was different.
I don't know about that.
They did.
I would trust Shawn.
I read it on the internet.
It must be true
It
then.
must
was
be
reliable. Wikipedia said
They
so.
probably just paid whoever wrote that article to say that.
Touche.
They did
But-
get $60.
Use
from
your words.
everyone.
I'll just shrug, Sean.
Sean
They
Shrug.
can't hear your
This
shrug
is-
on the.
This is not a video podcast.
Use your words.
But
Parentheses. Sean shrugging.
So yeah, 6 out of 10.
I would give it a 6 out of 10. I enjoy it, but it's old. Running out of slots. I mean, it's easy to get more slots, but
But it's just like more of the same shit over and over and over again.
I need some story. And the
Yeah, I was gonna. Is
the
there even
whole-
a story to this game?
Depends on what you do.
Huh.
Kind of. If you go the path of the Atlas.
If
there's
you do
kind of
the
story.
Atlas path, it'll give you, like, every time you go to a new system, you do a planetary or a system scan,
Yeah.
and whatever like planet has the next thing you really need to go for, it'll give you like, oh look, there's an abandoned building, or oh, there's a beacon that you need to go for, or you can choose to go free exploration mode, to where you can still do the same thing, but you don't know what's gonna happen. It won't tell you which system to go to.
It's a big fat butt.
Is there dialogue?
Yeah.
You're a bit fat.
Well,
but
there's no like, voice game dialogue, but as you discover new systems, I've discovered 2 species so far: the Gek and the, like I talked last week. about
Have you discovered the Gek?
Get, get, get.
the Geks. And yeah, I mean, if you stay in their system like area, then yeah, you can get better and better and better stuff through them.
Is there like any like lore or anything like that, or is that just like it's just all dependent on the algorithm to create
Pre-programmed all the
random?
way.
Is it-
well, not pre-programmed, but it's all algorithm.
Do we have another Destiny story on our hands?
No.
Okay. Well,
We don't know. Like I said, I've watched live streams where people are meeting species that I've never even seen before. So
Gotcha.
it's a very like niche game. Yeah, you're.
I know. I get that. Like there is
To
a
me
mark.
personally, I love it, but that's the type of gamer I am. Like,
Yeah.
We're picking apart things about it that the game isn't really trying to be. So if you want to explore, go for it. You know, like it's gonna be good.
You
That's
see
what-
me
that's
playing,
what it
like,
is, though. That's
I
the type
spend
of
2.5
game it is.
hours.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, Patrick, you still alive? I'm like, yes, I'm
Yeah.
just mining iridium again.
I'm just here.
And I think the problem with it was that Sony marketed it as something larger than an exploration game.
That's true.
The marketing was
No,
definitely
I'll
off.
agree with that.
That's
So, but I mean, it kind of worked. They got people to buy the game on the pretense that it was something much more than that, and in all actuality, it's an exploration game. That's what you do. You explore.
It's not the greatest game I've played. It's a new IP, which I love, but I personally am just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get the DLC?
Like paid DLC?
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
Is it worth $60 the way Rocket League is worth $20?
Depends on who's buying it. I'm being serious.
That's
I'm
fair.
being serious about that. I'm being
that
serious.
was the most
about
politically correct answer you could have
No,
said. I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Steve
That's-
Harvey.
Well said.
Mic drop.
God damn
That's a
it,
super
Pat.
inside joke. That
Yeah.
God damn it, Pat.
That
But in general, no. I mean, to me personally, I'm still enjoying the game thoroughly.
There are also rumors that this might come out for Xbox.
Oh.
And then are you gonna buy it
Maybe.
for $60?
But I do like in Skyrim, I know there's more story and stuff, but I like just to walk and just explore and let things happen.
That's called real life.
No.
That's
Games
called
are better.
that's called
This
outside.
game, I will tell you this: it's a game. It's the same thing. You can play for 20 minutes, or you can play for 2 hours, and you'll discover something new.
See, so that part does intrigue me, but I mean,
if you are into that type of game, 100% it's for you. But if you want to do every time you log in, if you want space battles and a bunch of action and everything, no, it's not.
I would do more research than I've done to see if I would get it for Xbox. But
Yeah.
I hope it comes
Gotcha.
for Xbox just for the option.
Play it.
So.
Come on.
I know I
Look,
want to try it.
over
We,
it.
Come over to the 10 feet to your room.
Yeah, and actually sit down. I'll let you play for like 20
I'd buy it
minutes.
for
Sit
$5.
there. Love you too, buddy.
Sean, you got anything else?
Sean? Yeah.
Are you guys done fucking
We
spieling about?
always take over Sean.
God,
You long-winded fucks.
pretty much. I started playing Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
Old school Pokemon Yellow.
Guess what? Nobody cares.
I
except
don't
for
remember what the
Disco.
fuck I'm doing at all.
Best Pokemon other than Gold and Silver.
Because you can get all the starters.
Yeah.
That's primarily why I got Yellow.
It really is one of the best ones, I think.
Except you can't evolve your dumbass Pikachu. Obviously.
Can you catch-
stronger
you can-
if
Catch
you're
another
Pikachu.
Pikachu
You
and
can
then
catch a
train
wild
him up and
Pikachu.
be like, look what you
You
could have
find
been.
another Pikachu in that game?
You made a
I don't think
mistake.
you can find another Pikachu in that game, though.
Trade it.
I'm 90% sure you cannot find
Get a trade.
another Pikachu.
Trade it.
Well, yeah, you can trade it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in general.
I would do it
find
on purpose, just so I can rub it in his face.
But then you can't deposit it into your computer either.
Can you get rid of that one? Can you?
No,
dump
you
it?
can't.
Oh.
Every time you try to evolve it, it's like, no, don't evolve me.
Or
And
if
you
you
can't.
try to-
And
No,
you can't.
I
put it
mean,
in-
like, can you trade it to somebody?
No, you can't trade it.
No.
It's coded
It's
into
one
the
of
game. You can't get
downsides
rid of it.
against The
Damn.
yellow version is because
Yours
your
forever.
Pikachu is
But
with
it's-
you forever.
Does Professor Oak come up and say that's not a good idea right now, or
You
something?
can't do that here or whatever it is,
you're
yeah.
not
This
even
isn't the
gonna
place to
here.
do that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What's her name again? Are you a boy or a girl? Professor Oak, so forgetful.
Didn't you play Far Cry also, Sean?
Not this
Not
one.
that this okay.
A little
Never
bit of
mind.
Rocket League, as always. I'm sorry, Josh.
Fuck you, Shawn! Anything else, Shawn?
Sorry, Disco.
Paul
I'm not
goes
even
around the
upset.
table.
You barely beat me both games.
I'm not even mad. And
Yeah,
And-
Farmers Simulator 2016.
no, not this week. A couple months ago.
Okay.
I did beat Josh 6-1 before we started the podcast, so.
Oh yeah.
And
Nobody cares. Yeah, but who the fuck cares?
Let the man speak.
You do.
No, I don't. Fuck you.
Picture didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't see any. It didn't record, so I don't think it happened. So
Batman Arkham Knight.
Did you really?
Are you feel better?
start
Do you feel
playing it?
better?
yes,
Do you feel better, Josh?
yes, I feel
That
better.
game's fun and it's beautiful.
That game is so good
Beautiful.
looking. Are you playing on PS4?
B-E-A-U.
Xbox? Either or. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a good looking game in general.
As long as it's not PC.
Stop interrupting each other.
It's fine for PC
Fucks.
now.
Is
Now
it
it's-
now?
Thank you, Rocksteady.
Yes.
That
Fine.
game is awesome.
Batman Arkham Knight, personally, as the resident Arkham expert of this table, I would definitely say that Arkham
Hey,
Knight.
Josh, I know you're 64 hit
Hey,
combos.
fuck you, you interrupting piece of shit. So anyway,
You're one to
Arkham I'm going to kill you in your sleep. Anyway, so Arkham Knight is pretty fucking legit. Like, it's definitely, in my opinion, the definitive Arkham experience, but Arkham City is definitely my favorite. I'm really disappointed.
I'll agree with that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I def-
City was perfect.
I definitely am disappointed in you, Sean, that you did not play Arkham City before you started Arkham Knight. I'm super disappointed in you. for
Boo
that.
this man.
Boo.
Shame. Ding ding.
Shame.
Shame. Ding
You should
ding.
be proud that I'm actually playing the Batman game.
I am. Do you?
The Batman games are awesome.
Have you done any of the combo challenges at all, or the Predator challenges? Have you done any of those, or is it just story
I said
for you
fuck
so
that
far?
shit.
Just story. I've only
So
played.
stupid.
I've
No,
only.
play story. That's all I did.
I've only played maybe hour and a half So I'm just doing like straight story shit.
Playing combo challenges and doing Predator challenges is how it can help you in the story mode, though, depending on what mode you're playing on. So it can benefit your skill in the game if you do it right.
I will take that into consideration.
You should,
Douche.
because he's not wrong.
All right, well, what have you been playing, Josh?
What have I been playing?
Yes.
Mass Effect.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, actually,
I-
I was playing Mass Effect.
I did see him on Mass Effect 2.
Was gonna reveal that later. Thanks for spoiling that, Pat. I appreciate it. It's spoiling everything as usual.
Sorry.
As per usual.
As per
You guys not
usual.
poisoned yet?
So anyway, I'm literally.
What did he say? What did he say?
No. It's a. Don't.
I'm about to rage quit the
don't
podcast.
rewind if you want Daredevil spoilers of season 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm just asking.
Shut up!
Why?
Shut up!
So anyway, besides Mass Effect
That
2,
was hilarious. When you
no, fuck you, Pat.
And probing Uranus for about 5 minutes.
I did probe Uranus for less than 5 minutes, but still probed Uranus. It was funny. The game had a particularly funny, witty response for that. Really, Commander? Launch the probe. Probing Uranus. The tone of voice was priceless. So,
I love Edie. She's so funny.
right. The way that my Mass Effect 2 playthrough has gone so far has been kind of weird because, like, instead of going through and getting a character and maybe doing a couple missions, go back getting a character, maybe mining for resources, I got all the characters all at once. And now all I'm doing is mining for resources because my team was weak as fuck. And now it is much, much better
You gotta, like,
because
stagger what you
Yeah,
do.
you need. Yeah, you gotta like get a character mine, play a couple missions, get a character mine, play a couple.
see, I wanted to get all the characters first for some reason, and that totally fucked my game up because, but it was cool because at the end of it, I had all of these resources for some reason, and I just like fucking just like beefed up everything instantly. So
Guess
it
what?
was
That's
crazy.
exactly the same way I played it. So
Yeah.
don't feel
Well,
I played it pretty similarly too.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I did not.
I staggered it. Yeah, I staggered it a little bit. Now, okay, my next question is like, do you actually take time to go through and talk to your like squad mates? Like,
Oh, absolutely. Like
Yeah.
at the end of every mission, I definitely
Yeah,
because I'm trying to get with Miranda right now, so like I'm definitely talking to her as often as possible.
beat.
I totally shafted Jack.
Yvonne Strahovski.
Phones for talking.
Yeah.
Totally,
So now, buddy.
totally shafted Jack and was like,
You got dibs. We know you got dibs. Okay.
That might not play in your
Are you
favor.
guys done? Are you guys done? Yeah.
You're derailing the podcast, Drew. Put your phone away.
So anyway, so I totally
This is the guy with the phone out.
Jack and Miranda were in an argument, and like I was like, oh, but I want to get with Miranda. So I was like, fuck you, Jack. So she won't talk to me anymore. Basically, I go down
there's
there.
a way that
There-
you can make both of them happy somehow.
You have to have enough Paragon and Renegade. That,
then you
which is
have a
why,
three-way?
which is why you should play the way that me and Logan played. Stagger it and get experience and Paragon and Renegade as you go. As
Yeah, but
opposed to
I
getting
don't
collected.
ever pick the Renegade option ever. So
Well, it's either or. It could be Paragon or Renegade. You could have like the option. It's just like you guys have to stay like. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah. So never mind. I stopped myself. But you could resolve it either way essentially, and to have each of them come to an agreement so they can at least be civil towards each other, and that way no one has to stay angry.
Well, I did that.
Yeah.
I've got the
If you have a high
bloodlust.
enough- You don't have to have Paragon and Renegade. It's either a high enough Paragon.
It's
or
either
a high enough
it's either or.
Renegade.
That's what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
either or. If you either have high Paragon.
I don't know if I just selected the wrong option because I always have my Paragon really high.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was so mad because I pissed off Miranda, and that made me very unhappy.
Sucks.
And then you're like, I'm never gonna have sex with Yvonne Strahovski ever.
I got the bloodlust. No, but anyway, that's my shepherd in a nutshell. I basically like. Don't
the bloodlust.
I pick Renegade for pretty much almost every option. So
Bye, Sean.
bye, Shawn.
Bye, Shawn. We love you.
Get out, Sean.
Pokemon cards and get the fuck out of here.
Oh. So besides
Enjoy the mixer, you ungrateful bastard.
more on that later.
Yeah.
So I got Mass Effect 2. What else did I play besides Mass Effect 2? I played Rocket League. Played Rocket League. I don't think I touched Siege this week. Not much, if any. Maybe I might have played like a couple matches.
I
But,
seized your mom this week.
Get out.
You can do better.
Okay. I could. Let's be real.
So other than that, I don't know, Logan. Did I play anything else
Was
this
Limbo
week?
this week or last week?
Limbo was like 2 weeks ago. I thought I might have played. Oh, I played some Just Cause 3 very, very briefly.
Oh, that was pretty funny though.
That was pretty funny. I had one of the craziest
Why?
moments in that game ever. Oh God, that joke again.
We haven't
we
said
haven't
we're
done
gonna
that in forever.
Let
Yeah.
it die.
Uh,
No, it's never gonna die.
Stop trying to make Just Cause 3 jokes stop happening because it's not going
It's
to
not
stop
gonna happen.
happening.
Why? Just
What
cause.
did you do, though? What was the thing? That
So
happened?
what I did, the thing that I did was like I was just like, I don't know, like I was in a bad mood and I just wanted to blow shit up on Just Cause. So like I just got in a car and just floored it. And like I was going like, I don't know, like 90, 100 miles an hour and I just like slammed into the back of a car. And what the car did, the car just flew straight up in the air. Like, and I was like, where did the car go? And I'm looking around and like a couple seconds go by and then I click the right thumbstick in to look behind me and the car just lands behind me and just instantly blows up. It was literally the funniest thing that's ever happened to me in Just Cause. It was beautiful.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, it was fantastic.
So you were driving the car, but then you hit the car in front of you, and you were just standing there.
Pretty like the car.
The car in front of him went flying in the air. So he got
Yeah.
out of the car. He was like, "What the fuck?"
It was like, "Where's the car?" And then like it just falls out of nowhere.
It
and
would have
lands
been
behind me
way
and blows up.
funnier
If it landed on
you
top
had
of
been in the car, and then the car just disappeared around you.
Yeah.
I would
No.
have laughed if it landed on top of
Like
you.
you
Yeah.
sent it into an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
car.
Like you're just driving around the island, and then all of a sudden the car you hit like 30 minutes ago just comes crashing down in front of you.
All of a sudden you hear Glavin,
So, World Star.
World Star.
No,
No.
but anyway, that's. I think that's honestly it for me this week. I didn't really venture too much outside of my comfort zone this week. So
That's where success starts. Outside your comfort zone. Why are we laughing?
Oh god.
Oh gee. Okay, hold on.
Reddit is
sorry.
racist.
Do not read
more
that
Reddit.
out loud.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That is fucking amazing.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
That is so good.
Drew, do you have something?
No. I was.
Let's dive into the topics this week.
I have just reading the first thing on the agenda here. This is infuriating. Konami's new Metal Gear game is a 4-player co-op game in an alternate timeline. But first off, who cares?
Definitely not the first thing on the
Yeah, that's
agenda,
like
but-
the third.
I-
That's the
well,
third one
this,
down, but
this is the
whatever.
first thing that I saw that caught my attention, and so I guess this is supposed to be like a third-person survival zombie game for Metal Gear Solid.
Who the fuck cares?
I mean, I do because I love Metal Gear, and like this is what it's become.
It's a Hideo Kojima game, right?
You would think so.
Oh wait, it's not.
Oh wait, it's not.
Oh,
Oh God.
then why do we care?
Oh,
I can't wait to see this franchise tank now. I'm really
it's
excited.
going to
It's
tank.
it's
It's
you know
going to tank.
it's a survival game, and the way you survive is you play pachinko machines to get coins to buy stuff at a store.
Wow. Shots fired.
Jesus Christ.
So this is just a 4-player co-op kind of game. It's not like no stealth, no.
The trailer came out.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Okay, so
It looks like dog shit.
That sucks.
okay, Metal Gear. Hold on, let's see. According to Konami's press release, Metal Gear Survive, that's the name of the game, follows the adventures of soldiers previously employed at Metal Gear 5's mother base, who must now work together in order to survive "quote-unquote" massive threats. 4-player action takes a divergent look at similar Metal Gear themes and pursues a fresh sprint of exploration and unique gameplay mechanics, according to a press release. And let's see, there will be new weapons to combat charging creatures in lethal environments. I'm guessing this has something to do with like there were like kind of zombie type creatures in Metal Gear 5 for those of you that haven't played it. I'm guessing that it's kind of alluding to that in some way, but what Pat's kind of got is like he's
Well, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get what I mean. Like they get infected with that.
Blue ass motherfuckers that are jumping.
Yeah,
all
they
over the
get
place.
they get infected by the ghosts. Is that what they're called? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever the hell they were. Like those things.
Is Snake in it?
It's a parasite.
It's a parasite. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Snake in it?
Highly doubt it.
I don't think so.
No.
Then why do we care again?
I don't. Why does this game even exist? I don't
I
understand.
was just gonna ask, why is this the next in their idea? Like, why is this the next
Like,
logical step?
yeah, like I was.
to
What, yeah,
Metal
what
Gear games?
what like, oh yeah, let's just make this the next progression in the game. Like when Snake's not even a main character.
Because Konami's not making money, and they're like, well, fuck, we kicked our best developer to the curb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Metal Gear 5 had to have made money though. Like,
Metal Gear 5 did make
sold
money.
like crazy.
Yeah.
It got nominated for Action Game of the Year or Game of the Year in
I'm
general.
just saying,
Oh,
what
yeah.
else have they put out since then?
Well, I mean, like you would think they'd want to put out a solid Metal Gear, get people excited again, you know, and then they release this.
But
whatever.
who honestly thought that people were gonna buy Metal Gear game that Hideo Kojima didn't make?
Yeah.
They won't, especially one without Snake. Because Snake is Metal
Unless
Gear.
they can bring in a really good team, or if they prove that they can do it with whatever Metal Gear 6, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, technically they could. I don't know what happens at the end of Metal Gear 5 or if he's fucking done or whatever. I don't want any spoilers or whatever. But why don't they just use characters from the franchise?
It sets up
Like Raiden.
Well, that's what Metal Gear Rising was.
Okay, well
Yeah.
use them again or something like that. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do this new IP.
The way the Metal Gear 5 ends really sets up the events for the first Metal Gear Solid game.
Because it's a prequel, that doesn't have Solid Snake in that game, I don't think.
No, it's Big Boss.
Yeah,
Big Boss
right,
is
yeah.
Well, I heard the
all
Metal
same
Gear
as
5
Clone
ending
from
sucked
it.
dick
Yeah.
too. So
it was an incomplete game because they kicked Konami or no Kojima out like before the game was even finished. So they weren't able to. Like,
so I'm sure they probably weren't able to get his input on the final parts of the game.
They weren't because they blacklisted him, and they weren't able to finish the game completely.
Their fault.
It is their fault. Like, and the game was good up until about like 60% of the way through, when it's like, okay, well, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Well, it sounds like they're making awesome business decisions.
So, yeah,
so far.
I agree totally.
Probably in bed with Nintendo on this one.
Yeah.
Like, so Nintendo, what would you guys
What was
do?
the same
We would
thing?
delay it and not release a new Zelda game for as long as possible.
We were talking about Zelda.
Uh-huh.
Nintendo's like, but Zelda.
But Zelda.
Can we delay it?
They did the video game awards on Spike, and
Which we covered, by the way.
oh, whatever. I'm just saying it was stupid that MGS5 got voted and they did not allow Kojima.
Yeah,
show
they had to
up
have
for the
Kiefer
award.
Sutherland come up and accept the award.
Yeah.
Because they did get an award, but they had Kiefer Sutherland do it.
So my name's Kojima and I worked hardcore
Like,
on this game.
this is my like life's blood, my brand, and I can't even be here to accept the award for it.
And I don't even own it.
Yeah. So yeah, once again, running trend. Fuck Konami.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about this game at all. Honestly, I just don't
No,
care. I won't give it a second thought. So
It just hits me in the feels to see a franchise I love so much like go down and turn into a fucking dumpster baby.
I wonder if it'll be a good game though. You never know. It could be good.
It could be, but
Maybe.
we'll see.
So.
I don't know.
if it is or isn't, who cares? Kojima didn't make it, so it's not Metal Gear.
Josh and Pat are excited about Final Fantasy though.
We are incredible. We are very excited. We're very excited, but oh my god, it got delayed.
Good.
Fuck my
Delay
life.
it all you need to.
You know why they delayed it though,
So
right?
after my birthday.
Why?
Because they were adding all that Deku Tree code in.
Right. How could we possibly forget?
Of course, it makes so much sense.
All of it.
Yeah. They listened to our podcast and they were like, "Oh god damn it, the Deku Tree's in this game? Holy shit!"
It is interesting though that they bumped it back though.
I'm
I did not even know about that.
I'm okay with it, honestly. I'm always okay with a delay in a game as long as like when it finally does come out, it's not a piece of dog shit.
When's the last time you played not your favorite overall? When's the last time a good Final Fantasy came out in your opinion?
Well, I liked 14, but that was the MMO.
Yeah.
If we're talking non-MMO,
Straight.
9.
Yeah, I'll agree
9?
with that.
No, 12. 12. Okay, I'm sorry, 12.
Yeah.
12. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go back for 9.
I-
12 was fun.
12
was fun, but 9 was awesome.
9 was way better, but I'm just saying the last one I enjoyed was 12.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of 10 though?
10 was dog shit,
10
personally.
10, I liked the battle system.
I
and
hated
everything.
it.
The story was the entire time.
Titus was a pussy.
Yeah.
I hated the main character so much. He
Well,
was
the
so
ball was
fucking
fun
whiny.
For like 2 minutes, and then you were like, I don't want to play.
He
this
was
anymore.
the anime equivalent of Shinji from Evangelion, in my opinion. And if none of you know this, like I hate Evangelion so fucking much because of the main character, and he was such a whiny little baby back
His
bitch.
dad hated him.
He was a baby back bitch. So like, and that's how I feel about Titus. And the battle system, like, I liked the customization of your party and your character system, but God, it just bored me to death. I missed the active battle system that I had in 7, 8, and 9. And 10 just seemed like it just slowed it down way too much, being just completely turn-based. Yeah. So, I mean, with the previous 3 games, you had the option of making it turn-based or making it active. So, like, if you have, like, a little speed bar, as soon as the bar goes up for each character, then you immediately have to start managing and being like, okay, you're going to attack this person and this person.
Like Chrono Trigger.
Right. It made it so much more fast-paced. And, like, 10 just kind of just basically just gutted it and was like, well, we gave you voice acting and better graphics, so... here you go. And Blitzball. Don't forget about Blitzball. Like, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Sports ball?
The thing I like about 15 is that they're really primed in a great release date. They delayed it back to a pretty good release date, like really close to the holidays. Before the holidays, people can pick it up. I think they're going to see a lot of sales. I think they're going to see sales jump.
They want to do good with this game. You can tell.
It's... From what I played, it looks
Who played the
amazing.
Demo?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Did you play?
I played the demo 3 times.
Logan did.
I played with you guys.
Yeah, I played it too.
They
It's
basically
an
like
interesting battle system, but other than that, the game is beautiful.
the creator.
Music is beautiful. Sorry.
The creative director of this game said that this was make or break for the franchise. They said that this game is either going to be the game that puts Final Fantasy back on the map, or it's the game that's going to put basically a nail in the coffin that kind of leaves them behind in the gaming industry. So they're coming out with they've come out with an anime series for it. They're coming out with a full feature length movie based on the Final Fantasy 15 lore.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Shawn Bean and Aaron, the guy that plays Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad, are starring in it.
Really?
Yeah, they're starring as voices in the movie. We all know that Sean Bean's gonna die, but
I was
I
just
mean,
going to say that.
that's not an option.
As long as Aaron Paul goes, yo, bitch.
Yeah, right. So they're trying really hard to make this a premier Final Fantasy game, and I totally respect that. I'm okay with it. I am a little disappointed because I did pre-order it, so like I'm just gonna.
I'm waiting.
You're just
I'm
antsy. You're just
No, it's
antsy.
okay.
I'm very antsy, but like I said, as long as it's clear, polished, and just amazing when it comes out, it'll be worth the wait. So, I mean, it's not uncommon for Final Fantasy games to get delayed. Come on, like that's like every Square Enix game ever.
Yeah.
Every Square
Kingdom
Enix
Hearts
game
3
gets
coming
delayed.
out? I don't know.
Yeah, we've been waiting like fucking like what, like
Nobody
10
cares
years
about
for
it
that.
but I'm
No,
super
you shut your dirty whore mouth.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, you know I have a Kingdom Hearts tattoo, so you shut your face. So, but anyway, that's I mean, just disappointed really, I think, is where we're at with that. So
You know what RPG comes out even sooner than all of those?
Horizon Zero Dawn?
No.
What?
Sea of Thieves.
World of Warcraft Legion comes out on
yeah.
August 30th.
Don't tell me that.
It comes out on the 30th, man.
I need a computer to
Snooze.
actually be able to play it. That's the worst part.
30th. This month it
Drew,
comes
You
out.
can already play
Getting
Demon
it?
Class right now too,
Huh?
or
Are
Demon
you guys
Hunter.
getting
You can
it?
play Demon Hunter.
Eventually.
I'm going.
when I
I
have,
am going.
When he's not playing Home Renovation Simulator,
maybe I'll sell my semen or my blood or
Need money.
put that degree to
You
good
play
use.
Demon Hunter right
I'll
now.
even mix them together and maybe get a
That's what you're
discount.
into,
Yeah.
Create some concoction, like some fucking.
Daddy needs to play WoW.
No, because they're introducing. I don't want to go really into it, but they're introducing new aspects to where you get a legendary weapon. Is start off as legendary, but it's part of the main quest line, and it's based off your class as well. So I played Paladin, obviously.
So each class is gonna have his own unique weapon.
So I get an Ashbringer.
Okay.
I get the Ashbringer, but I power it up as I play. If you're playing a mage, you get Medivh Staff, which 9.9 people don't understand what that means. But I mean, every class gets a specific legendary weapon, and it's part of the main quest line, not all your like leveling up zoning like quests.
I'm excited
You
to see him
slowly
bring.
level it up. You can change its types, its aspects, the look of it in general.
Well, they had that with Transmog, but I'm excited to
This
see
is
them
different.
bring like legendaries back, like that they're actually prevalent in the game, and it's not something you have to put like hours and hours and hours and hours into, and even if you put all those hours in, like you might not even get it.
Chance of getting
Yeah. So,
It's a rough way to play a game to not know if you're gonna get the thing that you try.
well, that's
Yeah.
like I mean, that's WoW in a nutshell.
No,
like,
I get it. It's just rough. Yeah, to be like,
Yeah.
it's been 50
like, how many
hours
fucking
to
runs
get
have I
this
gone
thing.
on this fucking
Oh,
instance so I can
God.
get this
MMOs,
mount drop
man.
or
Oh,
Well,
this
God.
weapon or it's RPGs, man.
0.1% drop rate. Oh, nice.
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
great.
Or you're like me, and
Awesome.
literally every week, back when I played, like legitly every week, I would always go back, and I could solo it, because I was a paladin. I don't know if every class could do it, but I had it easier because I could heal myself.
It's the only class you can watch porn and right click at the same time.
I would always solo on Nixia, because, and I could do both. I could do regular
Watch
and
porn
hard.
and.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
totally do
no,
that. It's
free.
easy.
I could do
Dual monitor setup, dude.
The rogue
And
version,
masturbate.
the regular version, all that. I kept going for that mount, but it has a 0.001% chance to drop. The
Huh.
Onyxia Dragon mount.
Mount.
Huh.
And I've done it for
Mounts.
months upon months. Never. I've got all this cool like transmog gear that I've gotten because I've soloed it. But yeah, and it's tough too because when she goes to phase 2, like she goes up in the air and I can only hit her with certain abilities.
She goes to phase 2 when you mount her.
Yeah.
Or you have to get really lucky to mount her.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
so
You have to
So-
get insanely lucky. to
Yep.
get out.
So I know none of these words. So anyway, back onto things that we want to rage about. How about this bullshit with Nintendo dropping the ban hammer on Pokemon Uranium? Seriously, Nintendo, when are you going to fucking learn that if you aren't going to release games, people are going to do it for you? So it honestly, and a lot of these properties are just labors of love. People aren't making any money off of these games. Like, look at the stuff that Kryzen is doing with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, that maps and stuff that he's making out of the
In the
Unreal
Unreal
Engine.
Yeah, it's
He's-
so good looking.
He's basically making, like, remaking an entire game, and Nintendo is eventually going to shut it down. Nintendo's going to shut all of this shit down just because they're being dicks about it.
I don't see how they can shut it down if they're not making any money off of it. From a legal standpoint, I don't.
That's not. They're probably going to take them to court for it, which would cost them fuckloads of money that they don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even
It'd be
if
a
they
waste of
lost,
time.
it'd just be like, well, you lost all your money.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure that Nintendo sees this as if somebody's playing that game, they're not playing a game that Nintendo is charging for.
But if they're not making, if the creator's not charging for it, then what's the harm?
It's like a parody.
But if you were playing Uranium, then you didn't go out and buy the new Pokemon game.
You didn't.
Exactly. So you're essentially not spending money on what Nintendo wants you to spend money on.
So
So it doesn't matter if you're not spending money over here.
But at that point, it's just them being crybabies about it.
But they're taking the time to build these games.
I see what he's saying.
Yeah. Because if you spend 10 hours playing Uranium, you're not spending time on a game you could have.
Well,
bought
it becomes like like preference at that point. Like, would you if maybe there's something that the new Pokemon games offer that Uranium doesn't.
That's fine,
I mean,
but Nintendo's standpoint, they don't care about that. They
Well,
want you to spend your money on it.
That's like saying like I'm gonna develop an NFL type game to compete against Madden, but I'm not gonna charge anything.
Yeah, you're taking money away from the people.
But no. When was the last
Well,
time
yes, you are.
when was the last time a new Pokemon game was released?
X and
X and Y.
So
How many years ago was
2
that?
years ago.
Oh, okay. How long are we gonna have to continue to wait for Sun and Moon?
That's
But
not
how
a
many-
long turnaround. That's
but-
actually pretty quick.
But how many other Pokemon games are there out there that you can actually play besides X and Y?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not defending it. I'm telling you why.
It makes sense from your standpoint, but what I'm saying is that it's not like they're competing with like a Nintendo release. Like they've been working on this game for how long? Like Nintendo could at least
That's
like
besides the point, though. From a Nintendo standpoint, they don't give a fuck. You're playing that game and you're not playing their game.
okay, well it's not just with this game though either. Is what I'm saying. Like so there was a Zelda short film that was in production for like 8 or 9 years, and Nintendo, like, just because it had the likeness of Zelda and it was a story about those characters, Nintendo shut it down, even though they weren't making any profit from it whatsoever. Anything that remotely touches a property that Nintendo owns, they're just like, nope, can't have it. It's infuriating to me.
I would see how if a game development company like Nintendo wasn't working on anything, like take BioWare's Knights of the Old Republic, for example, that was getting redone, and BioWare's made no explicit statements that they're going to come out with any remastered version of Knights of the Old Republic or anything like that. So why not let them make it for free because they're not developing something like that. Whereas like Pokemon Uranium, it's an actual Pokemon game that if left unchecked, would take away money from their potential new release for Sun and Moon.
It's very possible, because if you're playing a free game, why would you go?
Why would you spend money on it?
So Nintendo's trying to protect their assets that they are creating. Because if they're not making movies, maybe they could have let the movie go. That's the movie versus the game. That's a totally different conversation.
I understand that way more though.
A true Pokemon
on
fan
Nintendo's
is-
side versus like BioWare's side, where they're not like making like a new game.
Sun and Moon's coming out soon. You know, they don't want any other buzz. They don't want any other competition.
Well, the fact of the matter is it wouldn't have affected them at all. Like they'd have made all the same money they were
not
going to make.
necessarily.
Who out there is going to play Pokemon Uranium, which just has random Pokemon and 8 gyms, when they're coming out with Gen 7 Pokemon in a matter of months? You're going to be like, nah, I don't care about those new Pokemon at all.
People might invest. Maybe they want to buy a DS. Maybe they'd buy the new game, but they're like, this other thing is free.
It's more just an homage to the nostalgia of like a pre-existing.
That's
entity.
fair, but
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't care about that.
I know they don't care,
So,
but like,
Well,
Like,
and
I'm with you guys, but Nintendo
that's
doesn't care.
in my opinion, that's one of the most poor decisions as far as business goes that Nintendo has made concerning their properties, because Nintendo refuses to release games. Nintendo doesn't release games on a frequent basis enough, and when people actually take out their creative time and effort to, as a tribute, not even to make money off of it, but just here, we made this really short game with 8 gyms and random Pokemon you can play for a little bit. You'll get bored of it eventually, but we spent like almost the last decade making it, and then Nintendo was just like, no, can't do that. To me, I don't know, that's just not really cool. Like I don't agree with that at all, especially because Nintendo is so fucking far behind in the console race. Like at this point, I don't understand why they even fucking care so much.
They're handhelds, though. Those handhelds sell like fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
They do
Yeah.
when you make games for them.
They actually make a lot of
They
games
make a
for
lot
them,
of
yeah.
games for them, but they don't make like AAA titles
That's-
like they used to.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Cooking Mama 2017.
Probably come out. Seriously,
Might come
I've
out.
worked in the game stops before those DSs they sell.
Yeah, and
They
I
fucking
have
sell.
one, and I love mine. But what I'm saying, I agree with Disco. I don't really think that this would have affected any buzz about Sun and Moon at all. I just think
because
that
people are going to want to play new stuff.
When you
And-
think about it, if you have people that can this is not a great comparison, but if you have people that can download music or they'll pay for music,
Yeah.
people are just gonna download stuff. If you have the free option, people
Yeah,
are
but
gonna
the
take
fact the difference is that you're getting the same music, but you're not.
I said
getting
it's
the
not a
same
great
game.
comparison, but it's still there. People will get things that are free sometimes, and they will avoid the things that they pay for. It's just really the way it is. And I'm talking more from the lawyer standpoint. I'm not saying that I believe
Nintendo
it or
has every right to do this. They have no good.
There's no incentive.
there's no
It's
reason.
just that they want to protect their assets.
I mean,
really is, honestly.
it's not like Sun and Moon's not going to make money. It's gonna make
They
money.
will make money,
and
for
from
sure.
the fans who are dedicated to playing the Pokemon games, like Nate and Pat.
And
I mean,
Pat.
I want to play it too, but it's
We all want to play it.
from their standpoint, it is like it's infringing upon their rights to make extra money.
It's not justifiable to me because Nintendo has done this in the past for like absolutely like no good reason whatsoever. Stuff like that Zelda short film, for example, which could have enhanced buzz about their properties, in which they shit canned because it wasn't exactly the way that they wanted it, or they didn't make it.
Well, I think Drew, you said this a second ago. It's a good point where you're like, they are making a game soon, and so they might want to protect the properties, but they're not making any movies. So those are still very different
But
conversations.
even with Cryzen making like the stuff that he's made, like he's not even making a game. He's making like demos and stuff, and because it's increasing in popularity, Nintendo has started taking notice. Cease and desist. Done.
I don't give.
Don't.
I don't see that shit though. Like, are you talking about the dude who did the Zelda shit on Unreal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that shit doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that's
I don't
what
know.
I'm saying. That's why this whole argument about this Pokemon game to me doesn't mean shit, because in the past they've done shit like this for no reason, like no good reason whatsoever. It's
Well,
just them wanting to be
Protecting
dicks
their-
about
no,
it.
they're protecting their assets.
Okay, but think of it this way. Okay, so Nintendo has always been dicks like this. They refuse to let anybody do anything with their rights that's not that they didn't just approve first. So think about recording video game content.
I was just gonna say that, like,
Yeah.
You have to
YouTube.
pay for a program that they have just so you can legally release content that you recorded with a capture card.
They wouldn't allow Super Smash Brothers to be broadcast at Evo.
No, they did. They broadcasted Evo this year.
Eventually,
Yeah,
but
they
they had the ban hammer on it. They did. They were like cease and desist. No, you're not playing Smash and publishing it to the world. You're not doing it without our approval.
Yeah, they had to sponsor it. Like, Nintendo had to personally sponsor it for it to happen.
Well, they are like the most stingy company.
They are.
That's
It-
what I'm saying.
That is very
That's
true.
and that's
yeah.
the reason why like they're fucking people are losing their loyalty with them. I feel like.
It's one of the
Also, they
reasons.
can't make good consoles.
Well, they can't make good
Or-
consoles either, but like just the fact that they're so like they're such fucking sticklers and like there's like no gimme this is mine, I can't share.
I think it's totally
Like,
fair to want to
like-
protect your creative property.
Right, but
Yes,
but at the
what
cost.
about it is being protective by saying you can't play a fan-made game.
I'm just more saying from their lawyer standpoint from the company. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just telling you what I'm sure that their corporate side they want to have every control over all other stuff. So that's
Yeah, no sharing.
so
No share.
No, Microsoft and Sony don't do it. So.
Nintendo, they teach you to share in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying in general, I remember playing Pokemon on my old like DS, like the regular DS, not the 2DS or 3DS.
God, the best handheld there ever was. The regular DS.
Technically.
You should see him look in Nate and Disco's face.
But the
Game
one
Boy
thing
Advance
that
SP.
drove me nuts
SP
is
was 15.
my internet was a WP2, and Nintendo didn't
Support
didn't support WP2 because they don't trust the internet, which is also understandable because the internet's a horrible place. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I really wanted to like trade online with people and do this stuff, and then I got the 2DS, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this now. Yeah, I'm like, what was the difference between the regular DS and the 2DS?
They realized that they were being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like let's not
So
come out with an
let's-
HD console in an HD age. Let's make it component.
That was just a
Idiots.
stupid aspect on my point because I played with a couple buddies and they're like, "Oh, you want to trade stuff?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't," because the internet that I have isn't supported, even though it's better and faster and all this, all this.
That's hardware, though. I don't think that has
Yeah.
anything to do with. That has
No,
nothing to do
Nintendo's
with.
always been very stingy about like what they we were talking about what they do allow and what they don't allow.
They avoided online like the plague too, like with
Yeah,
the friend
they
codes
hate the
and
internet.
stuff.
Why
Right.
is there
No
still not a
multiplayer
Pokemon
games,
MMO?
Yeah, the friend code thing. Like,
To this
oh,
day.
you want to add your friends? Well, we're going to make this the most inconvenient thing you ever do.
Yeah.
Remember those old Nintendo passcodes you had to put in? Now you got to find friends that way too.
It was horrible, too. Because it was like you had to do it for every game at first. It wasn't just like, I add you as a friend and you're my friend forever. It's
Yeah.
like every single game you had to add a friend on. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible.
Terrible. We can go back to what Disco's saying, like about content creators and YouTubers like not being able to record. And it's like you have all these YouTubers and big names in the industry that have millions and millions of subs and people that like view their videos on a daily basis. So they're missing out on like a shit ton of free marketing. Like Josh was saying, build hype for your game.
That is my point.
Yeah.
That is my
So-
point.
Those videos
Exactly.
are amazing. The Unreal, like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Even though it's just like small little areas. And all you watch is him like swipe a sword.
The only
for 20 minutes. That's all. I'm like, oh, I hate this game.
The only reason why these franchises are even staying alive are because of fan-made projects like this. End of discussion. That's
I
the
don't-
only reason.
No,
I don't know. Well,
no,
it can be
no.
helpful, but I mean,
It's helpful to the cause, but no.
Yeah, guess who buys the games though? Fans.
Yeah, but it's not fan-made projects that keep the franchise going.
the
Though
only
it generates interest.
that's true. Yeah.
When you do well, it depends on if you make games for it or not. Hey, Zelda, does that ring a bell?
Yeah, people keep buying the Zelda games. Like there's never been a lull in people buying Zelda games. The dude who made the Unreal Engine projects,
When was
He bought Zelda games.
was the last time a Zelda game was released?
Skyward Sword back into it was
like 2012.
Between Two Worlds, which was
The
A
DS1?
fan-made project isn't
is
going to
awesome.
save Zelda though.
No, it doesn't. But what I'm saying is that if in a time where people are just like so incredibly disappointed by the lack of AAA titles that have been released by Nintendo, the fact that you're seeing such a rise in all of these fan-made projects being made by people, I think correlates with that.
Well,
is
I
what
think
I'm getting
it's-
at. Obviously, these franchises stand on their own. They stood the test of time for years and years and years without people making their own fan-made projects. But what I'm saying is that if you don't have a Zelda game you want, or if you don't have a Pokemon game that you want, then or that Nintendo is not giving you, then in this day and age you're gonna find a way to make a project like that yourself.
Well, more or less, it reinvigorates the brand, and I think it's stupid for companies like Nintendo to not acknowledge the fact that people are so interested in their property, and maybe even, I don't know, extend an olive branch to maybe collaborate and say, hey, you're really good at doing shit like this.
I was gonna say, like, a good example of that, I think, is one thing Nintendo could learn from is like Red vs. Blue. They started making the machinima from Halo. They started filming stuff, and Nintendo noticed it, and they're like, "That's pretty cool." Actually,
you mean Microsoft?
Or Microsoft, yeah, sorry. Microsoft noted it, and they're like, "That's pretty cool, actually." And they were like, Ridge was like, "Can we keep doing it?" And they're like, "Yeah, go ahead." And they had like their blessing to do it. Basically, there was really no money exchange, no property, whatever, but they encouraged it. They didn't stop them, and I mean, I probably did, to Josh's point, that probably honestly helped Halo in some ways. It's obviously was a huge game, but people fucking love Red vs. Blue, and I'm sure that got them into Halo when they thought it was funny, never played the game before. So,
Which, like I said, is a good way for you to invigorate your brand. I mean, it doesn't hurt you at all in any way for you to have people make fan-made projects like that. It doesn't, unless it like puts... I mean, if somebody was making like a Pokemon porn game, I would totally understand.
Which probably exists.
I would be the first person to download it.
Like that, in that sense, yeah, that's degenerating your brand that you're marketing to younger generations. Like, I totally get that. But for somebody just to make a fan-made Pokemon game, you don't see BioWare slapping a lawsuit on the people that are making the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
They did cease and desist for that.
Was that a cease and
did they
desist?
really? Wow.
Yeah, as far as I know, it wasn't like, it's not like they released like a version that you could play, and it didn't really see the light of day.
Oh well, I don't know shit. I don't know. I didn't. The last I heard that it was going great. Like,
Because I would have been all over that shit, dude.
Yeah, last I heard, development with that was going great. So, but anyway,
Just as we're talking about companies giving yay or nay to shenanigans, Logan will agree with you on this. One of the best companies to this day that has supported not only their company, but also the fan service and the fan, like, collaboration. That's not the word I was thinking of, but in general, Bethesda. Like, how many times have mods come out?
oh yeah,
And they're like, how many times have they improved their game because people have fucked with their game in general?
They're throwing mods on consoles now. They're like, fuck it, go
Well,
on.
in general,
well,
I'm just saying
There was
that
that
they're
one
allowing
mod
to.
that they allowed to go through that was like a story, like an entire story.
Yeah,
Who were creating content actually.
there's people who've done that multiple times where they actually go really in depth. They know the coding of the game. They make it the way they need to. And then you sit there and, like, yeah, I can play Fallout, all I want, and I can do the same thing over and over again, but guess what? If I download this mod, oh, look, there's a very unique, very well, like, voice-acted collaboration, all this stuff. And Bethesda's like, yeah, go ahead.
They
Do it.
Yeah, they do
You know
support
what I'm
that.
talking about?
Well, and you can buy those mods on Steam now too. Like, it's not that just they're not just free like things you can download.
I thought they nixed that. I thought
Did they?
I thought they did.
Bethesda would not. I don't think
No.
Bethesda would allow.
Steam allowed people to charge for their mods, and people freaked the fuck out. And so then Steam, not Bethesda, they were like, "All right, fine, we're done." I thought that was what.
Yeah, why would you?
Maybe okay, yeah. Maybe I do
Well,
remember
the
something
mod
like that,
creators could charge if they wanted
That's true.
to.
No,
Yeah.
I
And I don't see why not, because if someone may take the time to create it, and they
That
want
I mean,
to charge $1,
like you
it's-
want
I'm
to
not
get
paying for big titty mud. That's all I'm saying.
You wouldn't.
you want to get paid for your
I am
creation.
not paying for that.
Is it worth $20?
Yeah, right.
Totally.
Big titty mud? No.
Bye, Disco.
Bye, Disco.
See you
Not
later.
worth $20.
Later. Another one bites the dust.
Bye, fans.
Bye, fans.
But at the
Bye.
same time,
Bye, fam.
like, if it came to the point where there's a lot of, I can't remember his name. There's some guy through multiple Bethesda projects. He's not only come out with a companion mod that has all unique, like, voice acting and unique, like, battle, characteristics and everything.
Yeah.
But then there's also, like, a storyline quest worked with that companion. Or
That's pretty sweet.
same guy at the same time has come out with just random side quests all the way through. Like, I was watching a video from Krendor today, and it was a Good Neighbor mod where it just changed the entire look of Good Neighbor, where instead of it's kind of
What's Good Neighbor?
Good Neighbor is where Hancock, the ghoul leader, is. It's kind of
Fallout
like
4, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's why it's like, what are we talking about?
You know when you go
okay.
in and he stabs a dude like in the beginning?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
give me some money, and then Hancock's like, "What are you doing?" And then
Right.
But anyway, it wasn't even just a storyline based mod. It was just an outlook of all of Good Neighbor,
Sweet.
and they added a bunch of new like markets. Like a bunch of poor people just sitting on because it's Good Neighbor. It's like all these like outcasts and rebels and everything. So it's like, oh, these guys are selling junk. These guys are selling chems. These guys are selling blah blah blah, and they just added a bunch of stuff to Good Neighbor and made it feel a little more immersive.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, I'm in a shitty part of the wasteland.
Yeah. But
It's a main town. It's not like Diamond City where everything's kind of organized and nice looking. You can go to Good Neighbor and you're like, yeah, it's kind of shitty, but at the same time, I can grab this stuff.
Yeah.
And he added not only just that, but side quests into the game that actually are really well done. And Bethesda is okay.
Thanks for creating things
Do it.
for us, right?
Well,
yeah.
it gives them ideas.
You're
too,
doing
at
your
the same
job
time.
for us.
And I'm not saying that Nintendo can do that
Yeah.
with their games they have, but they have to at least kind of give a little
And
bit.
it's saving them a lot of work too. Like
Yeah, it's not like they just made it overnight. Yeah, they. put some
it's saving
hard-
them. It's saving them like months and months of labor.
data mining and all that.
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
That and extending the playability of the game, like. What
Awesome.
company's gonna bitch about that as long
Yeah,
as
it's
they,
like-
as long as they sign off on it? I mean, I'm sure they probably want to look at the subject
Well, that's the most ridiculous
content.
part is Bethesda's making no money off those mods. They're just like, yes.
Right.
And then guess what? When their next game comes out, they brought in a lot of mod,
I'm sure
characteristics
they got
and
ideas
everything.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what better way to evolve your game to let people like fuck with your game,
Right.
make it better, sometimes worse, all the above.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yes. That's one reason why I still am a huge Bethesda fan to this day is because we're like, oh, yes, we agree with our fan service and we love our fan service and we'll go with that. Joshua.
So, like, and it's just like what with Worth said. Like, I mean, you're saving them months and months of production. Like, oh, you have this game now? Why doesn't Nintendo just review it and license it, and then they could put it out? They could make profit off of it. And maybe give a little bit back to the developers. Everybody wins in a scenario like that.
Exactly.
It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me that they would go off like that. That's like me. That's like anybody at this table doing like a vocal cover of a song on YouTube, and then the band coming in and being like, nope. We have to protect our properties. We have to. You can't do a cover. You can't do that. Like it just.
Well, to be fair, you have to pay royalties in order to use that song and put that album out.
If you make money off.
If you're making money off of it.
Yeah.
So like none of these projects.
Yeah.
None of these projects that have come out that bear any likeness of Nintendo have made any
Okay,
any
but
profit.
you also
Pokemon in the name.
if you also have to get explicit permission from the artist in order to sell it.
That's true. But I'm just saying.
True.
Agreeing with him,
But
Bethesda
if you're
mods
just-
don't make any money.
If you're just
but
putting
they're
it out.
approved because they're approved.
They are approved, yes.
But if you're just putting it out on the internet and you're not making any money off of it, then it shouldn't be a big deal to me.
I mean, I guess it sounds like it shouldn't be. I mean, they're technically taking their intellectual property because they're calling it Pokemon and they're using this.
I suppose, yeah, but on the flip side, though, if you're that concerned about your property, there's better ways for you to handle it than what
There
they
are
are
better
doing.
ways.
Yeah, absolutely. They could definitely
Find
work
some
with
solution that benefits all parties involved.
Well, they could work with these people and maybe make it some kind of thing. Maybe they could say you have to charge for this.
Right.
Don't make it free. Then you get a couple of how it could work. There's plenty of other options.
Right. That's what I mean.
That
Like
is fair.
it's the way that they're handling the situation. I guess this is what I've been trying to say this entire time. I don't agree with the way that they're handling the
It
situation.
does kind of suck.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it.
It sucks, but ultimately it comes down to their approval or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we can't argue. You said they're the company. Like,
Yeah.
that's the worst part.
They own Pokemon.
I'm just saying that the one thing I love about
Yeah.
Bethesda in general is 9 times out of 10, it's like big titty mod or actual good quest storyline. And it's like, oh yeah.
Well, the cool thing about the way they handle mods is it's built into the game. So like it's still Bethesda. It's all within their game. It's not like a whole separate like side. You know,
Yeah, it's not like a totally separate game at all.
Yeah.
You get
That's
the
true.
download or
No,
anything.
that's true.
Like, it's
Maybe
built
they should open
in.
up mods for the Pokemon games. Let people start modding the shit out of the game.
Yeah, make new
the
Pokemon?
handhelds. There you go.
That's
We
what
could
they've been
get-
doing.
We could get
They've
that.
done that for a long time.
We could get that condom Pokemon we've always been wanting.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, they. I remember a while ago. I remember seeing a prequel game, and it was only you could only play it for about like a half an hour. Is what he programmed, but it was about Professor Oak being a Pokemon trainer, and there was a bunch of prequel Pokemon that were totally uniquely drawn and designed and everything in game. But you played as Professor Oak, being a trainer.
I want to
and it
play.
looks really cool.
I want to play an M-rated game about the Great Pokemon War.
The Great
Yeah.
Pokemon War.
Yeah, you okay? If,
Remember Lieutenant Surge?
Lieutenant Surge is like, yeah, the Raichu, my Raichu saved my life in the war, and you ever notice how there's not a whole lot of adults in the Pokemon universe?
Yeah.
they're all dead.
No,
They're all
adults.
dead.
There's adults. There's not a lot of males.
A lot of males. Okay.
That Raichu's I've seen some shit.
He's smoking a cigarette. He's like,
shit. I've seen some shit.
You ever been in the shit?
You ever been in the shit?
Killed a man once.
So speaking of war, that is a
Staring
great
off into the sunset.
that's a great segue
Segue.
into our next topic of Battlefield
1 beta
Giggity.
and Titanfall 2 beta.
So happy.
It's the Titanfall 2 beta is gonna be gone by the time you hear this podcast, but
Yeah, who the
week-
fuck
this
cares?
this weekend, 19th through 21st.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't
I know
care.
you're-
Oh
I
yeah.
know what you're doing.
At
I-
least have an open mind.
I literally could not care any less.
It's
The
it looks
first game,
good.
the first Titanfall was
It
garbage.
looks good. It looks.
It was good. What the fuck are you talking about?
Garbage.
As far as the story, maybe, but the gameplay
The
is
gameplay
fucking
was
solid.
fucking
and you
amazing.
cannot deny that.
Thank you, Drew.
It was.
yeah.
Titanfall was I'll stand by this quote. I've said it hundreds of times on this podcast, or maybe not hundreds, but quite a few times. Titanfall was an awesome first game for Respawn Studios,
Absolutely.
Respawn Entertainment.
Pretty solid.
Good, solid attempts.
I think everybody kind of agrees that the replay value didn't really.
The replay value is not there, but
People want a story.
awesome attempts.
Yeah. Not only that, why are you holding that up?
Hmm.
Let's go ahead.
What's up with you guys with the bots and the
Request to
multiplayer?
fight a friend.
I mean,
What do you mean?
I'm not a
Okay.
big fan of the bots.
The
but
bots I could have done without.
See, the thing is though, and I've heard people say this before, that they aren't great players at games, and they like the bots because they still felt like they were helping, and they can you can go fuck off and kill the bots and add to the points, and you get your Titan and stuff like that.
I'm helping.
Basically, yeah. It doesn't
The
deter
Ralph Wiggum of
us.
video games.
it's fine. It doesn't make the game horrible.
That's
It
my
doesn't
type of
take anything away from the game either.
I think the only thing that was really lacking from the game was the story mode.
Yeah.
But
there was a story,
Nah.
okay,
but-
no,
but, like,
just
no,
cutscenes.
there
but
wasn't.
you might as well not have been there.
It
Let's
was
be real.
voiceover.
I have played better games that are similar. That's all I'm getting at here. I just don't think it was. I don't know, it's not really noteworthy.
I sure as hell like Titanfall's gameplay a hell of a lot better than Call of Duty's.
Well, okay, that is fair.
Yes.
that
Those
is fair.
fucking Titans were such a blast to just zip around.
Yeah,
and
just
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking
They
sweet.
have-
just punch through somebody. Just
fuck
rip out
yeah, I
the
want to play
pilot.
Pacific Rim the game.
Yeah, right.
Why not?
Did they have it like they showed in the trailer in the first game, where if you were about to die, the Titan would
You could eject?
save you?
Not.
That's in the
really.
second one.
That's the
yeah.
second game.
It goes on autopilot or whatever, and it can. I think
That's what
it can potentially
No,
save
I
you
mean,
from
in
a
the
dangerous
first game
situation.
were the Titans that
No.
because there
Yes
wasn't a single player
and no.
campaign.
Well, because in the multiplayer, you could set your Titan to do autopilot. So you could either jump on your Titan, or it would just follow you around, or you could say guard this area. So you could give it commands in a sense, but it wouldn't actively protect you. It would just fight things that was in front
But
of
in
it.
this
But-
one, that's a new aspect.
It looks like it from
It
the
looks
trailer.
awesome.
That
There-
might be a
About
story
to fall.
element. That might not be
Catch
a
it.
gameplay element. I think it might be just a story
I hope
element.
that's
I
a
don't know.
gameplay element.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
If
cool.
that was a gameplay element, holy shit,
Yeah.
that'd be fucking awesome.
Your Titan can save you from near-death situations. I would want to play that if that shit's going on.
I haven't played a good mech game since Armored Core, so
Well,
Giggity.
give Titanfall 2 a chance
Right
because it's
here,
coming
buddy.
out for PS4 and Xbox One.
What about Steel Battalion?
Steel Battalion was
Get out of here.
amazing.
We hate you.
Amazing.
You think it's amazing?
Steel Battalion? Holy shit, that game is awesome.
I never.
With the
I never
giant
played it.
controller.
Yeah, you don't want a $500 controller or whatever the fuck it was.
It was pretty expensive. Well, it wasn't 500, but it was the whole thing was $250, $300 if you wanted the whole package.
Come out with another mech game like Armored Core, and we'll talk.
You need to play
Armored
Mech
Core.
Assault, dude, Josh.
I did not.
You need to try.
You need to play Mech Assault.
Mech Assault's a blast.
Is it like Armored Core?
I don't know.
Kind of, but not as good.
Yeah.
Mech
Uh,
Assault was one of the very first games to ever go online for Xbox
It was,
Live.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
that
one
was
of
fun
the
multiplayer,
first
too.
5 games to be on
It was
Xbox
good.
Live.
It was good.
Um,
But that Titanfall and Battlefield 1 beta.
Battlefield 1 beta is coming out on
This-
August 31st.
I'm putting all of my hope in multiplayer shooters in this game. Like, I want to play Titanfall. I think it'll be fun. But if this game is, if I don't like,
I am
Battlefield 1,
like
just-
rubbing my thighs raw.
I
waiting for
want it to be good.
Battlefield
I do
1.
too.
I think
So,
everyone does, because I personally would love to try the Battlefield 1 beta. I'm really excited for, you know, kind of the elimination of perks and supers and just going back to something that's more skill based. I think that that's something that we're all looking forward to, because multiplayer games, let's face it, for all of us sitting at this table, have just grown kind of stale lately. It's
Yeah.
not
They really
the
have.
multiplayer games are just not as fun as they used to be, and like now that
What do you think, Pat?
we've got
Multiplayer what?
Back in my day,
we've got
I
got
play quote unquote.
I
multiplayer
play
games.
What
Borderlands.
Hearthstone say out of this conversation?
It's a multiplayer game.
No,
Multiplayer games were games that friends would come over and sit on the couch and play with you.
Right, yeah.
We had plenty of fun just throwing rocks at each other.
the Battlefield 1 has a really good potential of reinvigorating first-person shooters.
I think so.
I mean, with the reception it's received thus far, like there's no question about that.
Yeah,
It looks amazing. I am not a first-person shooter fan, but Battlefield.
Because, yeah,
looks
they're
awesome.
eliminating the perks. Mostly eliminating the perks. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's like
kill streak awards.
there's
and
like
stuff, yeah.
Battlefield has always had like squad perks. Like you have squad flak on or armor or whatever, something that benefits your entire squad.
Those are cool because they're subtle and it requires a team.
Yeah.
And so those are nice.
That I can get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also
Like, it's not like Call of Duty where you're in a baby map and like everybody and their mom knows the small sniping points. It's like
Right.
Battlefield, huge fucking area, and let's go.
it's
Yeah.
I'm down.
Let's go.
I can do that. I can deal with that.
And I want to charge in on horseback and like slice
Yeah,
somebody's
right.
head off with a fucking.
I'm totally down.
With a
Yeah,
fucking
for
cutlass.
that kind
You're
of
able to do
multiplayer,
that?
I can play that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
horses. You can ride in on
horses are
horses.
multiplayer.
They're vehicles.
Can I take like a
Cavalry.
giant giant sword and just cut people up?
Yeah.
I think
Right.
so.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
ride
if
in on
you
horseback.
cut
Like
them
they
off.
had like one of the armies you could play as is the Arabian Army. 'Cause
So-
it's World War One.
Gorehub.com.
So is there
Right.
like
Cool.
epic like horse deaths that you can just?
I've seen you shoot a horse and the dude flew off the horse.
Yeah.
So, you can actually kill the horses in this game.
I want to take a rocket launcher to a horse. Oh no! Here comes the horse.
Take it out like a tank. Like, oh shit!
Here comes. Well, I don't know
Team
if they
Bronco
were
Master
rocket
Race.
launchers. I don't know if they were rocket launchers. You have to have like cluster grenades, just
Oh,
like
God.
a stick with like 6 grenades attached to it. Just go.
Did they have rocket launchers back in
I don't know.
WW1?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
They had anti-tank rifles.
Players like, this is bullshit. I don't have a rocket launcher.
Where's my
Where's my jetpacks?
yeah right.
Where's
Where's my Spartan charge?
Where's my ground pounds?
Yeah.
rocket launcher while on the back of a horse.
there you
Oh
go.
god, that
Like,
would be
seriously.
amazing.
That does sound pretty cool, actually.
Or how about jumping off and hitting your horse with a rocket launcher and launching it into an?
I
don't
want
think that's gonna
I want to
happen,
do this
but-
to the sound of 1812 Overture. Do, 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 do.
So, as far as the beta goes, it starts on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on Wednesday, August 31st. Battlefield Insiders get early access, but DICE did not specifically say for how long.
That's me.
Oh, it's you.
Mm.
Yeah, I
It's
got
you,
the
Slogan?
Insider
I'm
program,
definitely
yeah.
gonna jump on your Xbox and play that.
Yeah.
so-
How much dick did you have to suck to get
That
that
is
one?
me.
Nobody.
Oh, nice.
All I did was get
Just my own. Wait, what?
no dicks involved.
You don't know what I had to do.
No, I mean when E3 they said if you get on the insider program, and I was like, today I do it.
Today, yeah.
I need to look at it because I got an email a while back saying, hey, what console do you want it for?
Was it okay? Speaking of Insider, I saw something the other day that talked about playing Deus Ex: Mankind Divided 4 days early before release, or like getting it 4 days early.
Damn, I don't know.
I think it was a part of a pre-order bonus. I'm not sure, but it maybe I don't know if that has something to do with
I
it.
don't think so. Not that I've heard of it as a pre-order.
Okay, but I saw this brief little like snippet on YouTube.
I need
It's
to-
like play Mankind Divided 4 days before release. It's like this is up Logan's
How?
alley.
Yeah.
How?
I need to look into that. But actually, with Battlefield, talking to Josh about this the other day. I don't know the rules for this, whatever. In Star Wars Battlefront, where you had like the heroes could show up in the middle of a match, like Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker and Han Solo.
Apparently, there's a kind of mode in Battlefield that has characters similar to that.
Like the Red Baron or something like that.
I mean, I think one of them was like this guy in like a suit of armor or somebody with a flamethrower or something. So I guess there's going to be like hero classes that you can get over time.
They did have that. Well, in that trailer, they had that one guy in like the knight armor with the heavy machine gun, like just mowing people down in the trenches. So maybe that's kind of something.
I don't know
like
if it's going to be in every game mode or if it's a specific thing. I wanted to avoid like supers and overpowered characters at all costs in this game.
Yeah.
But if they implement it right, it could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It could be interesting if it doesn't really tip the balance of power in the game too much.
If it's in its own game mode, I'm sold. If it's like in the main gameplay mode, I'm just I could play Battlefront.
Is it right though? It could be cool.
Keep it out of Russian conquest. Yeah, maybe if
that's
yeah. If there is like a hero mode similar to Battlefront, like cool.
It made me nervous when I was like, oh, I don't want.
But I want to keep Russian conquest as close to OG Russian conquest as possible. Keep it pure.
I want to see Battlefield Cold War.
Everybody just sits there and
everybody just sits
staring at each
Click
other.
the button. Don't click the button. Click the button. Don't click the button.
Send press release that we have massive nuclear missiles.
Don't do it.
Battlefield Cuban Missile Crisis.
Right.
Battlefield Bay of Pigs.
The game is 2 hours and listen to JFK.
Should we do it? Should we not do it?
Old radio broadcast.
Yeah.
Press A for don't do it.
I am
B
not
for
paying
don't
you to
do it.
talk.
Exactly.
Battlefield Grenada or something.
So anyway, you guys should look forward to that. So we have one more topic tonight, and nobody gives a shit. It's the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection spotted for PS4 and Xbox One. Apparently, there's like the Korean game rating board published ratings for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really a confirmed release. It's more of a leak than anything else.
It makes sense to release it though because people
like
Assassin's Creed.
They're the best Assassin's Creed games. Don't get me wrong. Like two Brotherhood, one
Revelations.
Well, one was really good.
Stupid good.
I did play Revelations too. I beat all three of those. I beat all of the games with Ezio in them.
That's
So
good.
those
I loved how it was one city and just.
Assassin's Creed 2, the base game, was awesome.
Yeah.
all of the Assassin's Creed games with Ezio in them were amazing. I'm not slamming on that or anything. It's just I'm just like I've just had enough. There's just been so much Assassin's Creed releases going on in the last couple of years. I'm just kind of over it.
No, they had what's the one they're in London? Syndicate.
Yeah, I didn't even play that.
That was
I didn't even play that.
2 years ago.
No, I think that's you're probably thinking of the one.
That was last year.
With the French Revolution. The French Revolution was...
this year the year they're skipping?
This is the year they're skipping it, yeah.
Okay.
Syndicate was released holiday season last year.
Supposed to making a movie.
The movie looks kind of cool.
The movie does look kind of cool. I'm honestly probably gonna go see it.
It looks kind of cool.
I'm gonna go see it.
I'll judge it when I see it.
I'm gonna go see it for sure. So I'm okay with that.
And me and Logan are excited. Well, I guess we're kind of excited.
Buy your limited edition crossbow.
Oh, God.
Fuck that shit.
Pre-order movie tickets now. Get a limited edition crossbow. Yeah.
I like the way they're
GameStop exclusive.
The trailers I've seen, I like the way that they're.
Every ticket purchase you get.
It looks cool, like the shot direction and stuff.
The
awesome.
looks a little different because he's doing stuff while in midair. You know, instead of just.
Well, they made the Animus look weird than it does in like the actual games. Like,
well, the game it's a chair.
It's a chair.
It's like a bed where you
like
just
a bed.
lay in this chair. Basically.
But he's like up in this like arm, like flying around in midair and shit. It's like what the hell?
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
That's cool.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Don't start.
True.
Forget
Don't
that.
you wish that on me, Ricky Bobby?
And I guess this is something me and Logan are kind of excited for. They announced like they obviously they released a new DLC for Siege a couple weeks ago. They announced that there are going to be Japanese operators in the new DLC update.
That's racist.
Now that's going to be.
Does it have a katana blade?
I don't know.
I wanted a sword.
It's funny. It's funny because I found this out because my buddy Micah, he's done a video with us for Diablo, but he's going to be in more of those later. He texted me today and he goes I tweeted today about how there should be a Japanese operator and Ubisoft favorited it and then sent him a picture of like a screenshot or a render Rainbow Six, and it's got like Japanese lettering, and it's got a picture of a guy with like the Red Sun logo on his suit and shit. I'm like, holy shit, it's happening.
That would be
Well,
fantastic.
And it's because Mike is Japanese. So
Well, if
I
you
guess.
think about it, like, there's not a lot of melee classes in that game. You got, like, Sledge.
And see, Sledge isn't even really.
He's not really. I mean, you can,
No, he's
You
just
can
like...
kill
you can-
people with a
yeah.
hammer, but yeah.
which is really satisfying when you
I guess
sneak
the
up on
melee would
somebody.
be basically just the shields.
Yeah.
There's really
Yeah.
no one with like like. Well, I mean, one of the new operators, she has a move where if you down them, you can go up to them and like put the knife up to the neck, and after like 3 seconds, you get information out of them, so you can see all the enemies on your screen for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty
Then you
cool.
fucking kill them. So
Yeah.
there really is no kind of melee character. Like that would be an interesting.
That would be kind of cool to see.
Japanese character can walk on the walls.
There you go. Shinobi style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rainbow Six, Rurouni Kenshin.
Basically, what Drew was
Exactly.
saying is watch the raid.
Yeah, I watched it.
beautiful. That's such a great movie.
I just came in my pants right now.
Also, Neo will be released as a DLC character in Rainbow Six here in like the next few months, from what I
Really?
heard. No,
Neat.
absolutely not.
What-
I was
you
gonna say,
kidding
like,
me?
what the fuck are you talking
Jesus
about?
Christ.
Are you kidding me? No, no way.
That would be
You
cancer.
heard it here on Friendly Fire.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, yeah.
Pat just got all excited for no reason.
Yeah.
What?
Swing.
This game I don't play, and there's a DLC coming out? What?
Oh my god. But I think that does it for news this week. Pretty good amount, I think.
So when the fuck are we gonna be on iTunes?
Well, we're waiting on Shawn on that one. We did get the.
We're approved. Are we still waiting on
We
Apple's?
we got the approval from Apple, so we are approved to be on iTunes.
What the
Just going through the
fuck
process
are we
of
waiting?
uploading all this stuff.
God damn it, Shawn.
Come on, Shawn, get with it.
I'm a big kid now.
Bastard.
But yeah,
Damn
so
it, Shawn.
so keep an eye out. Soon we'll be on iTunes for your listening pleasure.
All 42 of our episodes.
Well,
will be on
40.
iTunes.
This will be 44 now.
44. Yeah.
If you count the two off-topic podcasts.
Right.
Right. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Give us a follow.
Watch our videos. Watch them.
You watch the videos.
We work so hard. We know all of you see them. We know you do.
Get them Instagram followers
Hopefully,
so they
yeah.
can watch the videos.
Yeah. So
There's 2,000 of them. or
Hopefully,
whatever.
Over
I'll
2,000.
get the Siege one done eventually.
yeah, come on. We're waiting
Haven't
on.
had-
We're waiting on you,
haven't
Logan.
got
Let's
the
go.
software I need yet, so yeah.
But yeah, so Instagram at Friendly Fire Gaming, Twitter at FFG_podcasts, Facebook Friendly Fire Gaming, Snapchat if you want to follow us on Snapchat, even though we don't really use it that much. FFG_official, and obviously YouTube Friendly Fire Gaming, which you are listening to us already on here anyway.
You know about this one.
You know about this one. Let's go. But that's all I got.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. I'm Nate.
I'm Drew.
Logan.
Patrick.
Dersh.
And then Disco and Shawn are gay.
MIA.
Just kidding.
They have kids.
They have kids. But we don't. Bye, guys.
Peace.